morning. It's Monday morning, the 20th of January. Can't believe how quick this is going. I think it's because we're on the go all the time. We had an amazing day yesterday, and let me get it out of my face. Tiring, but amazing. It was my father-in-law's 80th birthday, so yes, we had a bit of a dinner party. I was in bed so early last night, did read, and I don't know, somewhere along the lines I must have dozed off. I was still holding my Kindle, but it went in sleep mode, so I must have dozed off a bit. I don't think it was long looking at the clock, so yeah, and I settled down. Not too bad, but I was in bed really early. Yesterday I was the first one up. And I was the first one to bed, but I slept through. But I think again I slept really heavy. It's far too. I think it's because I didn't have an afternoon nap, because our visitors went. I think it was between 4 and 4. Our granddaughter had just fallen asleep actually. As they were about to leave. I think we took her out besides ourselves. So yeah, it was quite late by the time I did tidy up, because I had a lengthy bath. So today, now I'm not sure if she's going to like to be mentioned by name, but there was a comment that I hadn't done my nails. A couple of things happened. I took it off on the 20th of December. I remember that because I ended up at A&E on the 21st of December after I'd hurt my hand, and I was supposed to be we were supposed to be going out on the Saturday, and so what I did, I took the nail polish off on the Friday to because I was doing a bit of cleaning, because although it was not in agony, it was painful, but I did my housework, and of course 2 o'clock Saturday morning I was in sheer agony, so I had to waited till about 5 to disturb hubby or something like that so he could get some sleep and then go to A&E. So my idea was then to paint my nails on the Saturday and just generally try some makeup up. That was what I had planned, but we ended up in A&E twice that day. So yeah, and then of course it went to New Year, and again I meant to have done my nails, but I was feeling quite rough and things, so I didn't do it. And then I went ploughing into my reviewing decluttering and organisation, and it just didn't get done. But today I will try and make the effort to do my nails. I've missed them. So 20th, basically could say a month since I took my nail polish off. So yes, I will be having a go, and maybe, just reviewing. Might even, now I've been prompted to sit down and review some of my nail polishes. I've got rid of a few. But it's like when I'm gardening, if I know I'm going to garden for 3 or 4 days, I don't tend to do my nails that much, things like that. I think you can understand this, but today I'll make an effort. Even though I'm carrying on doing everything, I will, and I'll show you my nail polishes as well, which I have done in the past. I warn you, I've got a lot, and I have been getting rid of a few, if you notice, but really and truly I ought to step my game up on that, as I am. There's a few things that are on the go besides doing everything else. I know you're supposed to do one area at a time, and that is I'm doing CDs, nail polishes and makeup. I haven't got a lot of makeup now. As you notice, I don't wear makeup that much. I've always had problem with combination skin, and I do still have breakouts even at my age, but I do like my lippy, and my lipstick is totally hubby can't believe it. I have got some lip gloss on this morning, and I really ought to reevaluate, because I'm sure there's a lipstick I can use, but there's some that I've kept hold of and I haven't used. I'm not sure what the lifespan is on lipsticks, and I think it's from when you start product. I may be totally wrong. I'm no makeup expert. I think it's something I'll have to go maybe research it or something. I think it's when you start something, say a lipstick, because you're using it, I think it's to do with obviously germs and everything. I think once you use that product, I think they say to use it within 6 months. I don't know if that's something like lipsticks, eyeshadows and everything. I have got lipsticks longer than that, I know that for a fact. I haven't bought a lipstick in so long, and I have got some, but they're not used, so I'm not 100% sure. If you know anything about this in the meantime, before I've researched it, do comment, but I'm sure it's something like 6 months once you started using a product or something, I don't know. Again, I'm going to have to look into that, but there's some lipsticks and they look really nice, but I don't use them, so I think they're going to go. So I might jump the gun. Now I've had that comment about my nails, a nice comment, and yes, it's been in the back of my mind, and I had my red and green nail polishes, my glitter all sorted out for Christmas, right? What I was going to use and didn't use them. Again, I think that's enough waffling on this morning. Probably, unless anything crops up, I'm going to stay in day to day because I've got to do a bit of resetting. I did get the table done, although I can see my pink chair didn't get put away from my cubby, so I'm gonna have to do that. So yeah, it's still like a reset day to day and get things done. May do some organising. We didn't get hubby's wardrobes done, we didn't go to the tip, but I'm not dwelling on that. The positive, as you know, we were out and about, first with my son on Friday and then with hubby on Saturday. We got an awful lot done, and then we had a family get together, 80th party, dinner party yesterday. So I am not annoyed or anything because it's outweighed what I didn't get done, and I know for a fact I have to be prepared, as I know from years of doing it this way, that things happen and you know not everything actually gets done. And I've just noticed, look at my eyes. I'm going to really have to research things. I think there's such darkness under there. Oh yeah, I did go to the doctor's on Friday and I'm waiting for an appointment through the hospital. So that's something else that's going on. So yeah, that is to do with my back. That's what they think is affecting all my legs, because I do have back pain, but that sort of comes and goes as my legs have been really hurting. So yeah, that's something else on the list. Yeah, sorry about that. That was going to drop my phone. I ought to put it on the stand, hadn't I? But sometimes when I put it on the stand, I don't know if this is okay. My eyes are looking in a different direction than what the camera is. Yeah, I'm waiting for an MRI on my back. I've had one in the past. Not a bad experience. Being confined, if anybody's had an MRI, I had one done on my neck and shoulders, that part, due to the fact that I had a frozen shoulder at the time. And she said, oh, you know, you're going to be all right. And the thumping noise, it's so loud. I don't know if anybody's had an MRI, they know. And it's been confined in like a tube. You can research if you haven't, but yeah, it wasn't so much the small space or the thumping. And I did say this to the tech guys and the nurse that was there and the people that do the MRI. I said my main concern was having to lay on my back, although I've often wake up now on my back, lay actually on my back, still not move and watch your breathing. I said it's laying on my back because I don't like actually laying on my back, especially when I'm awake. I don't know, it makes me feel sick. I don't know if anybody else is the same, but very often now I think that's the problem I'm suffering with my back, because I do have like a dip in my back and I've had it for years, and I think it's now the problem that is surfacing. Although I've had not major back problems, but sometimes like now standing like this I can feel my back and my legs killing me after yesterday, so I'm waffling again about my aches and pains, and I do apologise, but you know, I don't know how quality my content's going to be, as I said, or has been for the last, well, this year actually. I'm doing my best, and as you know, I do upload every day. And another reason, and I keep saying this, another reason I do it is it keeps me going. Thanks, guys, because you watch my you know, my channel, it makes me you know, especially if I can motivate somebody, because I've watched videos and motivate, but there's always, and I keep saying this, and I know that's something I keep saying, I said that about 3 times now, there's always somebody more worse off than yourself. And I have to be in sheer agony. I'm getting a bit emotional here. You have to be in sheer agony, or I do, not to do anything. And that's why a few times I look really rough. I am in pain, but I keep going. I said, if I don't, my body is going to be worse and locked up. And that's why I actually discussed it with my GP on Friday, because I said about my legs and worried about it. You know, is it okay, as long as, depending on the pain level, that I keep going because of my back and my legs. One, I don't want to pull the weight back on. I'm slowly trying to lose it. I think I'm not quite at my biggest I used to be, referring back to that black dress, that velvet dress that I wore. So yeah, it's a bit tight on the hips, or you know, I could see my hips and everything. And I know you can cheat, because you can get that, don't know the name of it, but I've watched the adverts that come up in between, you know, when you're watching the people's channels, you know, it sort of keeps everything in. If I had a special occasion to go to, maybe I would cheat like that. But on the other hand, I know it's supposed to make you feel good and put your clothes, but is it a little bit of a cheat? I don't know. I don't know how you feel about that. Say, if it was a special occasion and I had like that black dress or something and I wanted to pull everything in, yes. Maybe it's an encouragement to lose weight. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's a bit of a cheat. I say, I'm not going to say the other bit, I say what you see is what I get. And yeah, there's parts of my body, like everybody else, I suppose everybody's got the same thing, that, you know, there is parts that I'm not happy with, but I try and stay away from the negative and look at the positives. That's all going back to when I went to wellbeing officer, and you know, we went into great length, and it's actually looking at the positives rather than keep saying negatives. And I did in this conversation say what I didn't get done, but I tried to then say what I did get done. So I'm thinking, oh, I didn't do this today, but I did this, and I did this. That is the main thing. And that's why I, you know, not working, I have to feel as though I've accomplished something in the day. Yeah, and I'm not going to say it again. I had company yesterday. I had a thoroughly enjoyable day having family around me. That makes me happy. Except to say my youngest son, bless him, he was working, but it was an amazing time. Yeah, dare I say it, organisation. But what's one day? Family comes first. So yeah, I keep saying waffling, don't I? I should say at the start of these, you know, just fast forward. But here we go then. So hopefully follow me on my day. Right, I've come to a bit of a standstill with the main bedroom due to the fact I'm waiting on hubby. He does work long hours, so I've got his 2 double wardrobes to go through, but I'd like him available if possible. He trusts me, but I think it's nice that he actually gets involved in the process as well. Yeah, it is actually getting him in the right frame of mind to do this, as with a lot of, I think, partners, or even yourself maybe, you know, might have to do it, break him into it gently, maybe do my timer for 10 minutes and see how it goes. Sometimes the split decisions are quicker with him. As I said, and I'm sure I mentioned this before, I may put more thought into him as he can make snap decisions and be done with it. The same with my son, maybe due to the fact that they're not so precious about clothes as maybe someone else would be, like myself, you know. But there you are. I mean, you've seen my hubby. Black or blue jeans, t-shirt, and usually the black fleeces. He has been wearing a grey one just recently, so we're branching out a little bit into something different. But so I'm gonna have a little bit of a more relaxing, organising, well, reviewing, decluttering, organising issue. Gonna go through my nail polishes. So I'm gonna sit down in my cubby and to give my back and legs a bit of a rest. So I've got to do under the bed. I've got 2 more wardrobes to do, and I say I've done all the drawers and everything. So maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe I can do a bit more. We shall see. But at the time being, I think I'm going to do a few little bits and pieces in my cubby. Again, I keep saying this, you should concentrate on one area, but it depends how I feel, who's available to finish the projects. I can't start my son's room until he's available. I can't do the games room really until both of the guys are available. I can do the bathroom, although there's only the one wall cabinet in there, and maybe doing a bit of you know, reviewing the products that we are storing, along with my little mini shop in my walk-in cupboard. So that's something we can review. But so I'm going to start with the nail polishes and just see how we go from there. I might check out my makeup and accessories. Don't know whether I'll be doing it all in one session or not. It depends on how long it takes. So here we go. So this, I've got 2 lots of drawers, as you know, in my very tiny space in my cubby. But this is where I store my nail polishes. Yes, again, it's something I've got a lot of. I'm going to try and be strict. You might notice a colour theme here. I've tried to keep them in the colours, like the glitters, greens, blues, reds, purples, lilacs and things like that. So I might try and see if I can maybe take one out of each colour, maybe one that I'm not really using. I mean, the only thing is when I get them out, you'll see what I mean. You have different shades. I mean, one's darker than the other and things like that. But I think ones that I'm not using, these ones that I've got the little gem on, they're the ones that I've used the most and the ones that I started going through. And like I said before, they're down here, and I'll show you what I've been using. Is these that I've got from Amazon, and you can see then that you can check the colours without actually having to paint your nails all the time. And as I said, I've got a few of these that I've been using to check out the different colours. So this is a good idea to use. And like I said, I got these from Amazon. They are very flimsy and a lot of them have snapped off and everything, but it does the job. I think it was something like 95p for about 10, so it wasn't very expensive, and it's just one way of looking. The only thing is sometimes obviously you forget roughly what shades they are, and sometimes looking back on them I think, oh, I like that colour, I like this colour. So yeah, I'll probably leave these out, and I've got some more, so we'll see how we go. And I'll get all these out. I might do one at a time. Saying that, these ones all came from Amazon, and I find this works out really well. What I tend to do is just change them around depending on the season. Normally I always have the glitter ones at the front because I like a top coat very often with glitter or something, you know, just checks it, just protects the polish a bit. And sometimes like the winter colours will be at the back, and then as the summer comes round I have the summer colours, then I change them around, if that makes any sense to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the first lot of polishes out and go through them and see what I particularly want to keep. Right, the first batch is not actually on one of those acrylic shelving pieces where I store all my nail polishes. That's due to the fact that quite a few of these at some point I've had out, or I've obviously used them or reviewing. The ones that I do keep at the front that I will not be getting rid of is the ones that I got from Wilko's, which is the Gel Essence base coat. I've only got two colours, as I said, these two that I use mostly when we're away in the sun, which is a pale pink and lilac. So you put the base coat on, at least two coats of one of these, and then the top coat, so they always stay at the front. I'm not going to get rid of those, so that's a keep. And this one is what I used a lot leading up to December, although I was going to use it over Christmas, but due to the fact that I had problems with my hand and everything, it never got done. So that is definitely a keep. But I've got some here that I've got to make decisions on, and whether I'm going to keep them or not. And some of them, like I've got, that's a white, and that's a white, and that's a white. So what I may do is put the three like that, and then make obviously a decision. Obviously there's a reason why I've had these out, like this peachy one. That belongs with all the peach and orange ones. You can see where this is going. As far as I know, I've only got the one black. I think what it was originally, I had the white and the black out originally for Halloween. And then I say we've got this nail whitener, that's by Wet n Wild, and this anti-chip top coat. These are the sort of things that don't use that often, but they're for different, different reasons. This one I do use a lot. I used to get the little minis from George because they're smaller, especially when they're on offer for something like 95p. And obviously after a while nail polishes can dry up. Now there's a couple of things you can do. You can add a little bit of varnish remover in them, although one thing you're supposed to do, but I can't with my collection, is you're supposed to store them in the fridge. I kept trying to think about trying that to see if it does make any difference, but that one is definitely a keep. And then I've just got these few. Say, might have been different reasons. This is like a pearly one, and that I think was actually a question mark. This is a gel effect ones that you don't need the top and base coat, but although they're slightly two different shades, I am actually going to let that one definitely go. So I'm going to put that one over there. And then you've got this like pearly one here, which is Colour Trend. It's called Ice Shears, I think that is. So they're very similar, as you can see. So I may decide to obviously get rid of one of those. Now this is OPI. It might be on here because I did go through some. I think there was a question mark on that one, and I think it might be, if I'm not mistaken, it might be that one there. And you know what, because it's like a crackle type one, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that one go. I haven't used that one in 12 months. Right, this one is a just a manicure one. I'm not even sure what this one's supposed to be doing. I think it's just like a, to treat your nails, or give them nourishment. So I'm going to get rid of that one because I haven't used that one. And then I've got this little pink one. So I had these for
for the caravan. I'll just put a little bit on there to see what it's like. Yeah, I quite like that. It's a glittery one. I think that is a maybe, and this is what will happen. I'll get to the maybes and see that the pile is too long. As I said, some of these I may have already used, like this one here. I don't know if you can see that. Could be that one. Actually, that looks quite nice. I haven't got many of that. You know what? I'm sure that's the one by looks of the colour. I'm going to keep that one. Get rid of that one. There, sorted. And this one, I was looking for more of a goldy one. Let's have a look. So some of the bits, because they are flimsy, but it's a good way of. And I was trying all the different ones with different glitters on as well. So I could spend ages doing this. This is why I said, right, I'm not sure if it's on there, but I do like that shade there. So make sure I get this everywhere. Now that is more of a goldy colour. I'm trying to now see. No, I don't think that's that one. I don't really want to put them on my nails at the time being, but the thing is that's got a gem on, so obviously it's one that I would consider. That's a Sally Hansen one. What I'm going to do, I think, is put that as a maybe, but this gold one, which has got a very thin, you know, line, so you can do little decorations and on, I'm going to let that one go. So there we are. This one, I can pull it, is one that you can do arrangements, and then you've got glitters. This one is a maybe, so I will consider that. Actually, I've just got a message. If you just bear with me a moment. Sorry about that. Just a message from hubby to say he's not working overtime tonight. Right, so that's a maybe. They're going. What I do is, because this is going to be long and winded, and I'm not sure that you're going to be interested in this, taking this long, but what I might do is just show you each tray as I'm going to do it, then show you what I'm getting rid of. As I said, I've got 3 white ones here. That one I'm going to keep because I believe I've only got the one black. And this is where it sort of gets to you, depending on how big the pearls are. Like if the maybes start getting too excessive against what I'm getting rid of, basically, that is the time that I need to obviously rein it in and make some final decisions. And that one, I love these colours, and it could be close to that one. So I'm going to check my peach. These are a must. These are I'm definitely keeping. And so I'm going to leave that pole there until I've got get close to where they should be in my cupboard. But I'll probably more than likely fast forward a lot of these, and that's the keep pile. A lot of these normally go, as I said, right at the front of the drawer. So I'm going to get the first shelf out, and then I can get on with what I'm supposed to be doing. There. This one is likely to be one where I'm going to end up keeping most of them because they're all the glitters. And when I was talking about this one, I have also got this one as well. I haven't used those in a fair few months actually, so as I said, I need to check those over with. So let us get through this. I have got a set of these glitter ones, and I'm not going to do all of them, but I tend to obviously make sure they haven't dried up. But these, I've got like the green, red, gold, and then I've got this one. These ones I tend to use an awful lot. That one's got hearts on. That'd be nice for Valentine's Day. And I've got these that I got from Claire's. I do like these colours, and that was one that I like at Christmas time. Then I say I got a few of these. I do like a lot of the silver glitters on top, so I've got those. And really and truly, that other one ought to come in here as well, which is this George one. I can make room, because that ought to go in there as well. That's more of a gold. Then I've got blue. Got this one. That I'm not sure about now. Green. And then this is like a pinky one with glitter on. These, that one had something spilt on it, but these are ones that actually show up in the dark. I ought to try those again, just to make sure. You know, I don't know after a while whether they lose their power. This is a favourite of mine. That is definitely a keep, but it's in the wrong segment. And then I've got, I say, more glitter ones. And this is a grey one. This is a Sally Hansen one. Yeah, this is a grey glitter one. Another pink one. You know what? That's the Sally Hansen one. I'm going to let that small one go, because I've got that one. And more, I say, a lot of these you can get from Poundland. And that one, oops, that one is in the wrong one. That's a turquoise one. I believe I did wear that one, but I wasn't so sure about that one. And I say, more glitter ones here. So let's do a little bit of jigging. I say, and then those. That one, I think. Not sure about this one, whether to actually get rid of this one. It's a bit clunky. Some of these I'm going to end up just throwing away, because I don't think you can really donate them. That one's a bit clunky. Yes, I could actually put some, you know, nail varnish remover in that one, but you know what, I haven't used that in a year, so I'm going to let that one go. So that is the first one, and I've got a little bit of room. These, are a bit of a query on those, but it would be nice if I could get possibly my gel ones on that segment. But anyway, that's the first one. So, right. Second one. It's another one of those OPI ones. I'm going to let that one go straight off. And as I said, I did like my reds, but it was a case of actually finding the right one. I think that one should be up here with the maroons, like that. And then I've got the greens, blues and yellows and everything there. So let's have a look at this segment. I think I'm going to say this, if you get bored, just fast forward it or whatever, because yeah, it could get a little bit long. As I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to fast forward this or not, but yeah, so I'm going to make some drastic decisions. That one's going to go. That one has has that one been used? It's got like a little bit of a glitter. I'm going to keep that one. That one, there's a possibility out of the two. I'm going to keep that one, get rid of that one. Secret Web Implementation, let's have a look at that one. It's a bit clunky, a bit old. Let's get rid of that one. then I say bought a few. That one's a Poundland one for different ones. Trying to get the red that I liked. I think some of these ended up being more pinky. You know what, I'm going to let that one go. That's a question mark one. Let's look at this one. Question mark on that one. Some of these I might start watching, so don't be surprised if I keep wearing different nail polishes. This one I'm sure is more, once it's on, is more of like an orangey colour, so I might actually have to transfer that into the orange department. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put those two in there like so. That one, say, down the orange, and I'll bring that other peach one round. Right, got two here, and I did have this question mark one, so got these. So let's have a look. I think I want to keep the Sally Hansen one. This is a really bright yellow. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm going to let that one go. These are summer ones, so that's a problem. I'll keep those two because I got rid of a yellow one. So I'm going to keep those. Now, this is where I wear an awful lot of this colour. Peaches and oranges are during the summer months, so keep that one. Got that one. There's that Avon one. Let's have a look. I say they're all different shades. Right, I'm going to have to make a decision on these three here. These look very similar. Are they different? You know what? They look like they are actually the same. Let me just check before I get rid of one of these. Make sure all the gems come off. Yeah, that one's okay. Keep this one. Get rid of that one. That one's a shade different, as I said. Do kind of like the PS ones from Primark, and yeah, get rid of that one, keep that one. That's more of a, what I remember, a bronzy sort of orangey, burnt orange, so I'm going to keep that one and put that one in there. So that's the red and the oranges. Now let's look at the mint greens. Yeah, I do have quite a lot, and then I have that other blue one. Right, this is one of my favourite colours. Is this sort of minty green, and it looks like I got two of those. Are they? I think they're near enough the same colour. Minted, yeah, but one's bigger than the other. Right, let's just have a look. So it is one of my favourite colours. It looks like that one. But they're actually the same size, and they have got the same minted on. So let's have a look. And this one is a lighter one. Right, get rid of one and keep those two. Do it that way. Right, now this is scented nail varnish. Actually, it has got a minty smell to it. Yeah, gonna have to be careful because of the fumes. But do I like it enough to keep it? Right. Very similar, isn't it? Going to get rid of that one. So that's 2 mint green ones out of the way. And what do you know? I've got another one. I must admit, some of these I do tend to keep at the caravan. That one is a lighter one. Let's have a look. You know what, I'm going to let it go. I think 2's enough. Yeah, blue is not one of my favourite colours to actually use, but I did start, and I've got this dark green, which I was going to use at Christmas and didn't get round to it. So I'm going to keep that one, because that's a dark green. And then I'm left with these. Now that's like a dark navy one, which I haven't got many of those. And this is more of a, I would say, more of a purpley coloured one. So it is in the blues, but to me that looks more like purpley colour, so I'm going to put that one to side. I've got this pale blue one. That could look nice with silver glitter for the summer. This one I tried because I wasn't 100% sure whether I liked it, and I did try it out, and I'm going to let that one go. And you know what, I'm going to let this one go as well, that scented one. So that's quite a few off of that one. So what I could actually do is put the white and the black on here. Or even, possibly, I can put my gel ones on there, which I think I will do that actually. So my gel ones are there. And keep those separate there. And then I've got this one, which is that pearl one. I think I'm going to put it in that segment there. And then that will just leave, say, the whites to view. And the black. So that one I've finished with at the moment. So I'm going to put that one out of the way. Right, this category I've got a lot of the colour of pinks, lilacs, purples, and I think this is where I've got to be really strict. I can see a couple. The grey one, no, I don't use that one. This one I'm not so sure about. This is a dark grey, number 7 Revlon. I'm going to hold on to that one. That pink, that was actually in the front before. I want to keep that one. That one I'm not so sure about at the moment. But let's start at the back. As I said, going into these purples. That one's quite a good one. So that one I'm going to keep. Let's take these out. I'm sorry if you find this boring, but maybe you can be sorting something out while you're listening to this. So, let's have a look. That one I'm going to keep. This one, let's have a look. And this one, yeah, that's like a lilac-y, more of a lilac-y colour. So let's put that one there for the time being. I've got another purpley one there. Keep that one. That's another one of those crackle ones. Gone off of those. That one is a brand new one. And let's have a look at this one. I don't know if this is one of those. Again, it's one of those I might have to check. That ought to go along with that one, I think. And I'm sure I'll have to check that one. But that's one of those that, you know, it makes it sharp in the dark. So I'm going to put those together. Right, so this one, let's have a look at this one. Quite like that one, definitely keep that one. I'm going to let that one go because I'm putting too many of these back. Right, so I've got this one. This is one of those scented ones. It's got like a strawberry sort of scent. I'm not sure about that one actually. There's a question mark on that one. Depends on how many of these actually go back. This one, that one looks like it might have been gone off a little bit, so I'm going to get rid of that one. This one is more of a pinky one. I've had this some time actually. Yeah, that's a possibility one. Right, let's have a look. So I've got those purple ones. So I need to find out which one of these I'm actually keeping. That is quite a pinky one. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that one, keep that one. And then we've got these two. These are slightly different shades by the looks of them. The trouble is the print is so small on these. And then I've got this one. That's an older one. I think I'm going to get rid of that one. That one hasn't been opened. I think they are slightly different shades. I'm trying to question mark. Then I've got this one. Not sure if I like the colour of that. It's a, I don't know what colour you'd call that. It's more of a, like a fleshy colour. I'm going to let them go. I don't think I've used that one. So that is okay. So going back to this one while I'm on these, I said this one looks, you know what, I'm going to let that one go. And this one, I'm going to let that one go. I've got to be strict here. So on the top here, I'm going to put the Relevant dark grey one, that black one, and I'm going to put that one up there. Right, next one. Got some of these bronze and gold. That one's like a nude colour. And they're completely three different shades, so I'm going to actually keep those. And then we go on to like pinks. So I'm going to take all these off. Actually, that's a silver one as well. That's a light silver, that's a dark one. Let's put that one up there. Right, this is where I'm hoping to get rid of a few. That one is a must to keep because I do like that one. This one is another really bright one. But do I like it as much as the other one? You know what? No, I'm going to let that one go. Right, so that's quite a pretty colour. I think I'm going to keep that one. Some of these I'm just going to let go. That's another one of those bright pink ones. I think I'm going to keep that one. I'm making some decisions now. That one. As I say, some of these probably will go to the caravan. Keep that one. Not sure about this one. This is a Rimmel one. You know what, I'm going to let that one go. I don't think I've used that one in 12 months. That one's another one of the pink ones. It's not been used. Quite like that one. Yeah, keep that one. Gonna let that one go. I'm not even gonna open that one. This one, it's hard to tell. It's sort of in between. It's a toss between a, is it, I don't know, it's not actually, is it coral? You know what? That one is a bit hard to actually tell. I'm not sure if that's more of a coral than a pink. I don't know, it does look pink. You know what, I'm going to just get rid of that one. Gotta be strict now. And right, so we've got a very pale pink. I'm going to keep that one. Right, now let's have a look at these. Again, it's this so pale. These are both the same colour. Gonna let them go because I've got two of those, and it's a slightly different colour. And then this one is even paler. No, I'm gonna let that one go. What's this one? Is this more? This looks more like a coral colour. You know what? I'm gonna let that one go. This is Candy Crush. I don't like that with the glitter in. So I've got to make decisions about these two. I'm going to put question mark on these, see whether I will actually use them. So have I got any question marks? Doesn't look like it because they're all going. Oh, it's the white ones, that was it, wasn't it? The white. Yeah, let's have a look. The white ones. See if I've got a preference to which one. That's really quite a bright white. I think I'm going to keep that one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it there. That's even brighter. You know what? I'll keep those two. Get rid of that one. And then I've just got those. Then I've got these two that are like treatments. So in fact, I will not have any right at the front. I will have done it all. So, and then there's a query on these two which I need to check out. So I'm just going to pause it a moment while I put these back. Right, so I've got the 3 trays back now. Still a lot of nail polishes, but what I've done is normally this one here at the back here is in the middle. I've put it towards the back because it's got like the peachy colour ones, like the summery colours. I can still get my gel ones, but as I said, I usually use those in the summer, and the reds is usually more at Christmas. But I've brought forward these because I've been wearing purple and lilac again. So I'm going to start going through and wearing purple. So you might be seeing me wearing my purple nail polishes now. And then obviously the glitter ones I will always leave at the front because very often I put a top coat on. So I'm really pleased with that. So that's all done. And then we'll count how many nail polishes I've actually got rid of. I have noticed I have got a few more here that I need to review as well that I've pulled out. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 and 38. So at this time there is 38 nail polishes, and I've got a few more that I'm going to sort out, and I think I'm going to have to do this in 2 parts. But what did I say, 38? So I'm actually going to conclude this part. I have got another drawer that's got like false nails and everything in. So what I'll do is I'll review these few in the next one. I think that's a very good result. And I think another declaration, January, no more DVDs. I'm trying it for a month, and I think, could I get through the whole of this year, let's see, without purchasing another nail polish, and just use what I've got. I'm sure people have been in the same boat. Nail polish was my thing. I don't wear a lot of makeup, I only wear a bit of lippy. Nail polish was always my thing, and I used to do family and friends nails, and when I worked as a carer I used to do the residents' nails as well, so that's one reason why I got a lot of polishes, and I actually used to leave a lot of the polishes there anyway. But 38 nail polishes I think's a good result. I'm very pleased with that outcome. So hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.